So today guys, we are going to be reviewing REEF. Now REEF is a crypto that in the recent bloodbath has relatively held up its price, and we can see that its market cap is currently 365 million with its fully diluted market cap at 648, and the difference there comes from the fact that only half of the circulating supply is currently, half of the max supply is currently in circulation. So taking a look at the long-term chart of REEF, we can see that the all-time chart has gone up from about $0.01 to highs of about 0.05, and it currently sits at 0.03. Now we can see in the recent 2-week bloodbath we've had, it's only gone down about 20%, where other altcoins that are, let's say, not REEF, on average have gone down about 50%, which is a massive change. So why has REEF held up its price so well? What is it going to be like going forward? Has it got good potential? Today we're going to be talking about all of those things. Now it should be noted I'm not a financial advisor, so anything I do say should not be taken as grounds to invest. I'm simply giving you my opinion. So we can see that REEF is a DeFi platform built on Polkadot, and it aims to deliver cross-chain trading. It's got a yield engine and a smart liquidity aggregator, which is among some of its unique offerings. And we can see that other cryptos like ORN, we've talked about them before, are also rivaling REEF. However, ORN's terminal and liquidity aggregator is arguably a lot better when you look at their centralized and decentralized exchange connections and stuff like that, especially with the way that they aggregate stuff so you can buy stuff. Now KSI has often pumped REEF and it's given a lot of hype to it over the recent months, but we can see, taking a look at the REEF news, we can see that they're set to launch their REEF chain mainnet in May, and this will essentially enable people to go on to the mainnet and build decentralized apps. Now DeFi app projects are a huge thing, and obviously the more REEF coin that is bought, i.e. the more people use REEF to build decentralized apps, the more REEF coin people are going to buy. The more REEF coin people buy, the higher the REEF coin price gets, economics would suggest, via the classic supply and demand rule. And obviously REEF has a lot of competition, but there's a lot of hype around REEF. I believe it's an English sort of project. And taking a look at their Twitter, we can see they're recently talking about their mainnet. They hope to lay a strong foundation for all dApps with REEF chain. We can see as well their testnet launch was met with a tremendous response. So they're really publicizing their new mainnet, which is obviously announced and going to be coming very soon. So taking again a look at the chart, we can see that the volume down for REEF is under 100 million. Volume is very high compared to a lot of other coins, but it's still down almost 60% in the last day. It's fully diluted market cap, and market cap down 2%. That is relatively good compared to some other coins out there. And we can see that their price change in the last 24 hours is relatively small. So it ranks at 129 now. REEF has been pushing around the 200 mark for a while, but in relation to the recent disruption in the markets, the bleeding, REEF has actually been one of the, not gainers, it's still lost, but it's held its position very well, and it's actually gained a lot of market rank places. So my opinion on REEF is that there's a lot of potential there, especially with the mainnet, but obviously with their mainnet and their smart contract platform, it takes a lot of time and effort to build a sustainable clientele and client base, and it's through word of mouth that eventually the liquidity aggregator will hopefully take off if you're invested. But I think one of the main things for me is that they're trying to do and enter a few different areas. And just for example, taking on the REEF aggregates liquidity, that's obviously going to be taking on the likes of ORN, which is a dedicated platform to trading and aggregating liquidity amongst centralized and decentralized markets. So in essence, what I'm saying is, because they're in quite a few different sections of the pie in crypto, they're obviously going to be facing a lot of competition. And sometimes people say diversification is good within cryptos, but sometimes it can lead to too many projects being good but not quite amazing, and then it loses out to projects that are working specifically on one issue. Personally, I'm a fan of REEF despite not holding it. If it dropped massively, I'd be very tempted to buy, but currently, because it hasn't dropped, I don't feel like buying too much. The volume on Binance of it is massive, 50 million. We can see that's where you should buy it if you want to, because the volume's high, meaning transactions happen very quickly. Now, my link to Binance will be down in the description below, and if you use that, then you should be able to get a discount on your fees if you're trading. And taking a look at REEF news, we can see the REEF CEO says get ready for the new ultimate chain, set to launch next-gen DeFi apps. And really, there's a lot of competition, but I think REEF, a very relatively new crypto, could be onto something. I'd be interested to see what you guys think about REEF down below. And it's a quick video today, a bit tired. Catch you again soon.